They say that grizzlies have a way of making the mountains stand 1,000 feet taller. They're majestic creatures, powerful, intelligent, and today, sadly, they're threatened. Grizzlies are used to a lot of elbow room. Their habitats stretch from mountain top to valley bottom, from pure back country to our own backyards. The vast habitat needs of the grizzly clash with the natural human desire to expand. And in the inevitable conflict with humans over territory, bears always lose. Bears need vital ground.
This over here is 1 million acres of national park. It's the stronghold of grizzly bears in the lower 48 states. But it comes to a screeching halt right there, boom. And suddenly, it's private land across the bottom of this valley. If you go a little bit farther west, another bear stronghold, more wild land, and the bears need to be able to move back and forth between these areas. How are we going to do that? This right here is vital ground for those bears. And this is the kind of place where we work. We don't need to save thousands and thousands of acres. We need to save hundreds of acres, but in exactly the right place.
Only 200 years ago, more than 100,000 grizzlies roamed North America's vast prairies, wetlands, forests, and mountainsides. Grizzlies range the entire western half of the continent, from the Mississippi to the Pacific, from deep in Mexico to the far northern reaches of Canada and Alaska. Today, grizzlies have lost 98% of their original range in the lower 48 states. And only 1,300 bears survive, their populations cut off from each other in separate, isolated ecosystems. The situation is grave. Our national parks and forests provide a few pieces of protected habitat here and there, but vital ground rounds out protected ecosystems and makes the critical connections between them by working with private landowners to conserve crucial bear habitat.
Lynn and I spent our whole life living and working with bears.
In 1990, we founded Vital Ground with our first purchase of 240 acres of beautiful grizzly bear habitat on the Teton River in Montana.
Vital Ground has helped preserve hundreds of thousands of acres of wildlife habitat, and we're just beginning.
Through easement agreements, or by purchasing land outright, Vital Ground saves acreage for wild communities to use for all time.
Vital Ground is a new kid on the block. They're the first that put a few dollars into conservation easements for a small tract like ours. And that spread it out and around, and I think it's a big movement. It certainly captured the attention and a valuable follow-through with this non-industrial landowner. I see it as a partnership between Coyote Forest and Vital Ground.
A conservation easement is a voluntary but perpetual agreement between a landowner and a land trust. And basically, the landowner agrees to permanently protect and enhance their property for the benefit of wildlife and open space values.
Vital Ground is unique among conservation organizations in North America. We're the only one focused exclusively on crucial bear habitat that's on private lands, so the conservation efforts on public lands can be even more effective. And Vital Ground's efforts are working. Since Doug and Lynne's first land purchase in 1990, Vital Ground has worked with supporters and conservation partners to protect thousands of acres of critical wildlife habitat. And the bear population in the lower 48 states is on the rise from its historic low 30 years ago. But humans remain the major cause of grizzly bear deaths, either through management actions due to human-bear conflict or because of illegal killing. Everything Vital Ground does is designed to reduce these tragic encounters. Vital Ground's unique efforts work because of the strength of these connections. Between wildlife communities, between public and private lands, between conservationists and landowners, between the needs of nature and the spirit of humans.
Perhaps our greatest value here of all of it is an interesting, real fulfilling, beautiful place to live with all these critters.
These connections keep us all strong and balanced. We need you to make a powerful connection with us so we can keep this truth alive. At Vital Ground, we believe that where the grizzly can walk, the earth is healthy and whole.